Right now, we are at 44.5. So either we break now or not. And if we break through, then all of what I'm saying right now does not matter. Okay. So you know the 200 MA. And right now the 200 MA is right there. Yeah. It's the 44.8. So I'm thinking everybody's talking about the 44.5, but and after that the 45 also possible. I'm just thinking they're gonna wick it and then we drop. Okay. So I made this analysis based on historical data from 2018. Very smart lady today said it goes down exactly as the way it goes up. So in 2018, the parabolic run was actually just one wave almost. Yeah, it was almost just one wave. And then the drop down was just as fast. So I draw I drew a diagonal line and it connected the highs. Okay. So the all-time high to the retest, it failed, and then it broke it broke through. However, it broke through, but it failed to, really break through, really continue. So I saw 91 days, and this half was also 91 days. Okay. So 2021. This has a different top. It doesn't have a parabolic top. So what I did was I took the days where Bitcoin went up and went down. And this is 91 days. I did it. I did 91 days in the future, 91 days in the past. And actually, we could map a pretty good deal of the bull run and the drop. And then what I saw was 9 of August, which is in 2 days, where these 91 days end. And we have the same diagonal line as in 2018. The all-time high, we did the retest, we failed, broke down all the way, we tested again, failed but broke through anyway, exactly the same as 2018. But now we also have the 200 EMA as well as resistance. I'm not sure if y'all can see this. It's gonna make it black and fat. Okay, so it's right there. It's right there. Okay. So I thought, I'm a fan of Gann fan lines. So if Gann fan can predict the future, let's say, yeah, it's not really a prediction, but it's it is an analysis. So if it can predict the future, if it can tell you something about future movement, I took a new chart. And I did this together with Dekra. And we just started doing Gann fans. So I'm just going to fast forward. So we did the Gann fans based on the beginning of the bull run and the all-time high of the bull run, and we placed another on top.
Now you revealed your secret. You are doing things in pair analysis with Dekra. So Now people should also do with DCRA technical analysis, because to obtain the same
That's
result
fine.
is necessary.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't care. Okay, so then we also wanted, of course, a future prediction for the next bull run, but we placed the fourth, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So actually we placed 4 Gann fans, yeah, for this, for the bull run of 2018 and the bull run of this year. So now comes the big reveal. It fits perfectly. You have again cross there. That was the low. Well, actually this, but there was a wick. These were actually candles. And we have the rejection. And now it's trying to get above. And this is why this level is so important. It's a it's a resistance line since 2015. Well, actually 2017, because it's based on the all-time high. So this, what will happen? I don't know. It's exciting. I can't sleep, but I have to sleep, because in a few hours, this will be the deciding factor if we will break down or not.
That will be something that could effectively change history. For that reason, I said that Ethereum could change history, because now all the problems that are related to the upgrade of the code are not materializing. So people are confident everything is working perfectly. If it keeps working correctly right now, we will have Ethereum changing history. So Bitcoin will go up, but it will not overcross the 54 lines. So this gun is very accurate. And you see that after that you have a red line, which is very strong. That one is very, very strong, because it's the gun cross, the number 2. That is a powerful resistance. Maybe there Bitcoin could, yes, maybe there Bitcoin will have a little problem. But after that, if it keep going upwards, it will follow that line up to cross the other white line, and it's there where it will fail, because it will have no support. Ethereum could go at 10,200, wherever. But there, Bitcoin will have too much resistance. For that reason, your gun fan, happy joy and happiness to you and Dika, because it's very accurate and it's giving exactly the right coordinates, or where we have a real point that could affect Bitcoin. So we have to wait, as you said, 9 of August, but also not just 9 of August. I would say that we have up to 15. Also, it's too much.
Yeah, we have a week. Yeah.
You know that you draw that cross. The first point that is on the red line could bounce the white line and follow the white line until contacting the black line again. And then from there, going up again or down following the white line. So this is a time interval, not a day, but a time interval. And if you consider that one, you could also add Elliott wave analysis, but it's useless now, because who is driving the car is Ethereum. And for that reason, I was mentioning the intrinsic value of the coin. Also, Bitcoin was used to trade everything. Part of Ethereum are inside him, and Ethereum includes big part of the altcoins, because it is used for trading altcoins too. And those altcoins are also negotiated with Bitcoin and USDT, which is part of all the market. So that hidden relationship that is not considered by people now, but it's very important to be considered because it's why Bitcoin is going up. Without Ethereum, Bitcoin would be at 9,000 now because it would have been failing freely from that gun cross that you have exactly on red and white line down at about 20,000 level, the cross where we should have been. Yes. And from there, following the red line, it would have been failing down probably miserably without Ethereum. But it's doing right the opposite. So we had that run that when started, I was so impressed by the bull run of Bitcoin. So I checked the history in the past, and I saw that what happened in the 2020, the same way, was also related to Ethereum. So yes,
you can take the screen again.
Okay, but finish your discussion because it's very interesting, and people should realize that we are effectively on a decision point that is materializing. But the most important part, when they say Bitcoin is going, look, that resistance so perfectly designed, the point that hit the red line, the red candle. Now that red candle, what sign could give us? Really, it's in the middle of the line. If you reduce the time frame and you see the action, it is dancing on the trend line. You go for 1 hour, in example, and look at how the dance will start now. We are crossing that line. We are confirming. Probably we will have the retest upper the line. So a big, strong confirmation of a bullish move because it will be just, if we go to rebound that line, I don't think that we're going to dance so much, but it could be on a lower time frame. You can have more price action if you go to 15 minutes, in example, to see how that green candle is performing, and to see that we had, look, this is fantastic. We have two double top, not just this one, but also the other that you are not showing now. Look. No, stay at 15 and go a little bit on the left to spot the other double top, the other top. Okay, so you see one attempt failed, second attempt failed, breakout. This is a breakout. Now we are waiting for confirmation. First attempt, second attempt, and breakout. I think that it's poor theory. It's just like how it works. First wave failed, second wave goes down, second wave, third wave attempt failed, fourth goes down, fifth wave succeed at fib 1.6. If you do measurements like this, you will see that everything is there. Or maybe fib 1, but I don't think so. It should be, since the first wave is ascending and not descending, it's a move that is quite surely the breakout. If this candle will not engulf the green one, and it's going for a hammer at the moment, so it will not. It's interesting because we are going to break the first resistance, not the moving average, because it should be now at 448. I'm not sure, but since the moving average is a floating line, you don't have a fixed value. It changes constantly. The 200 daily moving average should be at 44,800, 44,800. I'm not sure. You should go for daily time frame and measure that line, what it is. But maybe daily, maybe. Not necessarily bad. Yeah, on weekly. Okay, and yes, a little bit upper because I checked 1 hour ago and it was at 4.8. So it's rising up because the price is going up. So the contact point of the price with that line could be way higher. If we fail this attempt and we don't break out, then we have a swing failure, like now, in example, we are testing down. But if we fail this, that's a bearish sign. So if we fail the third spring, the swing, sorry, spring is week off. But this is the important moment. We are on the crucial moment. Breakout or not. If we have breakout here, we just have the moving average. And to me, that is not a real resistance for Bitcoin because it's just the indication of where the price should be. So it's not effectively a price action. Could be something that we get rid fast of that, like we did when we crossed below the moving average. So also I see a diamond here, which is very bad. Yeah, that's a diamond on 15 minutes time frame. This could change the game a little, effectively, or confirm. We should have an analysis of Elliott waves, but on 15 minutes time frame is useless. It's more for exercise. And when we will consider this as a study, because now we are talking of Elliott waves, GAN and many people are with open mouth without understanding the real meaning of these maths. But don't worry, as soon as possible, that dead eye of the fish, dead after being fished, will be disappearing from your face, and you will understand that we are talking about something very familiar for you to future. You can get rid of the wick and move that line exactly as you did. And just to understand how this diamond pattern on 15 minutes could affect our price action. At the moment is negating the diamond. So it's strange. But it could extend also because the waves are so many. It's resolving on the opposite way of the diamond. So it could not be the price action really that way. It could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5 could be a correction down now. So we could fail the overcross of that line. But that line that we are fighting with, just for people to realize, it's not a resistance from drawing parallel lines, but it's a GAN resistance. So the importance of GAN is very, very spotted here, because it's a line that shouldn't be there for deducing it from current or previous price actions. It's something that it came from esoterical formulas. And why GAN predict the future? Because GAN was a scientist, a mathematical scientist, that was convinced that time is something that we can measure. And today we use time as the fourth dimension. So we have solids in geometry that are changing their shape based on time, like the tesseract is a cube that can be with a dimension now and in 1 second expanding and so on. Is something complex for advanced mathematics, let's say, geometry, but it considers 4 dimensions. And GAN was considering the 4 dimensions, and the time as something that is known because we know it's past. So if we know that we have 1 second, we know that we will have 11 seconds. And we know that each of that intervals will be a second. So we have a time, a unit of measure of that time that, let's say, move in the space or in the price in this case. And we can forecast the fact that one time will be the same one time in 11 seconds, and so on. This is just to give an idea, but there are many more complex related to the other geometry and mathematics like Fibonacci series and the golden ratio. I will show in the future that a photo taken from a photograph using the golden ratio, putting the subject a little bit on the right and give a spot of the landscape on the left, and respecting that kind of spiral will catch the attention and get many followers, while a photo with a nice girl in a position that you like the more will not capture the attention, in example, of the children or the other woman, because it's not art. If you take the Mona Lisa from Leonardo, is a perfect representation of the golden ratio. And personally, I don't consider Mona Lisa a nice girl, nor for that time, nor for other things. It's a symbolic representation of humans. It's a very deep concept in esoterical terms, but it respects physically that mark, that art, the golden ratio. So it was something that everyone was amazed to look at. And in technical analysis and price action, the moves, since are related to move in time during a time, are using this kind of similar reaction. When we day trade, and we will show you later, I will trade to give a demonstration with a couple of indicators on 1 minute time frame on Bitcoin, and we will see how it works. I will not use absolutely anything of this, but if I know this, and I know that I could have some resistance there, I will have some line drawn, a part of my indicator, and those trades that would fail, because generally we have 75–85% of wins, and the others are draws or loss. Depends on how I manage a trade. So if we consider that ratio and we add these parameters, we could easily go to 100% on winning a trade, long term or short term, it depends. So it's very important that you get familiar in an indirect way, because now we are talking about this, but we are not going deep in the specific of the drawings and how you do that. Also Alex and Dikra and also Faith did that in the past days. And I will upload those videos on YouTube, so don't worry, because I have it. So you will have the occasion, the option to watch at them again. But it's something that you have to acquire, not to learn. Because if you have to learn, you will learn like the bird that is singing, and tomorrow the song is the same, but the bird is dead. So you need to do an interactive learning. Yeah, we know that birds sometimes die. Finish okay, your moment. I will stop the video and start another and give you the okay to finish your part.
No, so I'm already finished.
No, keep going, because I have to eat half the pizza. So after that, I will join again
and make something up. Okay.
So I will stop the video now.
Okay.